And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, that's what you get.
That's what you get. That's fucked up. He's like, see, that's what happens when you start fucking mess with Casper, the unfriendly ghost. Fuck it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You see, you took your list down. I see that.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off, dude. Censor this shit. Episode 4. Yo, let's go straight into it, man. I got this thread for you, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. This one is juicy. All right, so this is from the ACS Confessions. Actually from England, out of all places.
ACS? What's that?
I have no idea, but it has a British flag.
All right.
So I'm like, all right, cool.
All right, mate. Let's hear this confessions.
I'm not gonna do the accent. I'm not. I mean.
Oh shit! Oh man, let me do it then.
You want?
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Cool. I'm gonna send it to you. All right, pause this.
All right, bet. All right,
cool.
ACS Confessions, whatever that means. All right, it's a little Union Jack with a fist, right? All right. Oi, I lost my.
Okay. All right. I'm serious. I'm serious.
All right, professionals. Oi, I lost a FIFA game with my gay flatmate. And the forfeit was to suck his dick. I did it and was so turned on, we ended up f***ing. Now I regret it. Where can I go to cleanse my soul? From Newcastle. What? What did I just say?
I think the reaction was way better than you read it.
What? I was so like I needed to get like I was in character that I was like I was reading but not processing, and then when I was done talking I was like,
what did I just read?
What the fuck?
All right, let's do an American recap. All right, so real quick.
Yeah.
So homie lost a bet to his roommate, right?
Yeah, and filleted him.
First of all, I want to know how the interaction went down, right? Because he's like, hey, bro, want to play FIFA? Bet. By the way, if you lose, you got to suck my noodle, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, but not just that. Not just that. The other dude went,
yeah,
bet.
You know what? Like, There's only two possibilities here, right? Obviously, he's low key, or he thought he was so good at FIFA.
Don't matter.
You would have risked it.
Listen. It doesn't matter. It's low key no matter what, right?
Okay.
Because even if you're so confident you're gonna win, you're gonna let your dude fillet you. You're gonna like your boy. Like I'm like so. Man,
I don't think this is a game that
I tell people this shit all the time, bro. Imagine how much happier people would be if you just were like, yeah, I'm gay. I'm bi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got like 4 videos that said that shit like all the time. Like, bro, just be honest with yourself.
Just be honest.
You'll be extremely more.
I tell people all the time, like, especially when I was single, I was like, bro, if I was bi, why wouldn't I say it? First of all, whenever I was on online dating, let me date myself real quick. I am so old. How old are you? I am so old. I used to use Craigslist for randos.
And you didn't get murdered? That's crazy.
No. But check this out. I can tell you the year when Craigslist stopped becoming a viable source for actual hookups. Because
personals, right?
I feel, yeah. Like man looking for woman, all that shit, right? The personals.
Yeah.
And it was 2010. So 2009, you could literally go find not a sex worker, not a bot, not a scammer, not a murderer. Straight up, like, boom, here's me, here's what I'm working with, and I would get hits. And somebody was like, yes, I am also looking for this. And we would meet up and we would do our thing. We would high five and be on our way. Obviously, you're not going to find any girlfriends that way, but this was nice for, I'm looking for some strange, right? Then I went on a deployment in 2010. I come back. I get a girlfriend. We're together for like a year or so. And then after that year, so now we're looking at probably like 2 years total. I'm like, well, I'll be dating, I'll go out, but it's for a little bit of random, let's hit up the old Craigslist. And something changed in those 2 years, and it was like nothing but sex workers and bots and scammers and shit. Like everybody was gone. I think they were all like
and the possible murders. Yeah.
And probably the murders are still there.
I think plenty of fish knocked that business out the water.
You're probably right. Yeah, you know what? You're probably you're probably right. Oh, Plenty of Fish, OK Cupid. They were like, why should we risk getting murdered on Craigslist?
Well,
but here's the thing:
for the safety of our iPhones.
What I learned about from my Craigslist days is men really, really enjoyed what they saw, because just like men are men, right? Just like I'm guarantee if you ask anybody who like only are looking for women looking for women and shit like that, how many dudes still try and hit them up, I'm sure they will tell you, like, I don't understand. I am very clear that I'm a lesbian. I'm not looking for dudes, and I still get dudes in my DMs, right? I guarantee that happens. Same with me. I was only on the men looking for women thing, and dudes would be like, hey, I know you're only looking for this, but bro,
let me change your life real quick.
Yeah,
let me change your perspective on things.
And this one day, I will never forget this one interaction, because I like to be, I was cool. Even in my chud days, I was never really super homophobic. I wasn't like, fuck you. It was never like that. If I used the F slur, which was shameful, I don't use it anymore. But it was always in a colloquial, right? It was always like in an angry Call of Duty chat room kind of way, right? I'd never called anybody the F slur because they were gay. You know what I mean? Not that I made it better, but I didn't hate gay people. I never hated gay people. So I would get hit up, and I'd be like, well, I don't like being left on res, so I'd email them back. Nah, I'm good. Thanks, though. Appreciate it. Flattered, but I'm straight. Sorry about that. This guy was like, I get it. You're straight. You can stay straight, but I mean, head is head. Can I please come over? And I'm like, I'm good. Thank you, though.
I used to get a lot of those in Hawaii. Like, bro, you know, head is head. I'm like,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm like, yeah, so, I appreciate it. However,
it's just, it won't do anything for me. You know what I mean? And like maybe because of the mechanics behind a blowjob, maybe if I just close my eyes, I could enjoy it, but I won't. Because eventually I got to open my eyes and I'm gonna know.
I did see the tweet way back, and I wish I had it now. That says like, yo, homophobia, I got y'all missing out on some good ass head.
Bro, so check this out. That's exactly where I'm going. I tell people all the time, like, bro, let me tell you something. If I was bi or any other type of queer, I would immediately double the amount of people, like, you know what I mean?
My dating pool will be awesome.
Would be literally instantly double.
I say this all the time, bro. Anybody that knows me, help my girl. I told her all the time, like, man, look, I envy bi people. I wish I was bi, because you know how many times I've walked and I get hit on by by all spectrums, and I'd be like, look, man, I'm sorry, right? But it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe because my ego constantly needs to be stroked, right? But imagine just walking into a club, right? A bar, whatever, and thinking to yourself, I can have anybody here. You know what I mean? That happened to me in Ybor City, down by Tampa. I'm out there dancing. It also happened to me in New Orleans. This is you dancing.
Nolans.
Nolans.
But I'm out there dancing, doing my thing, and then me and my then wife, we kind of we were super drunk, and we kind of like were dancing. It was EDM. It was crazy night, and the way we were dancing, we kind of like drifted a little bit, so it wasn't clear we were all like together in this dance. And this guy was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "You want to get out of here?" I'm like, "No, that's my wife." Right? Oh shit! Sorry, bro.
How are you dancing that? How are you dancing that he says like?
You know what's funny? In the middle of my sentence just now, this is like 20-something years later. In the middle of my sentence just now, as I was saying it out loud, I realized something. And it's probably the thing that you just realized. I wonder if how long I was dancing in that spot to where that dude thought I was dancing with him.
You know what I'm saying?
Because why would he say, "Do you want to get out of here?"
That's what I'm saying, though. Like that was like, bro, we're having a great time. Look, let's just.
This is great. I love the way you dance with me.
I love your energy.
You want to get out of here?
Like he was grinding on you. You thought it was your wife. Your wife's like next to you, like, or ex-wife. You're like,
but here's what I'm saying. What that tweet in this tweet right here, those dudes just found out that they like blowing each other.
No, what? They ended up smashing.
Yeah, good.
And he said that was the most turned on he's ever been.
Bro, so then that's good news, man.
But he's not gay, according to him.
No, that's good news. That's good news. Can you imagine? Okay, so there's a couple of like super straight dudes that like we are, like. So you're sitting there, you're single, you got a best friend who you've never tried to smash. You don't look at her that way. People don't believe you. You both are kind of like, nah, that's like my sister. And then one night, you guys get super drunk. And you guys have crazy wild sex, and you say things like, I've never been that turned on. What you do at that point is like, dope. I didn't know we had a thing.
I was like,
you know what I mean? Like, this is good.
That was actually pretty, no, I get it.
That's what I would tell the dude. I would be like, bro, calm the fuck down. There is nothing you need to cleanse out of your soul.
That's
embrace
I mean, that's the thing. There's a religious component here, right? Because if you take that, and I'm not trying to get into that today, but if you take that variable out, I promise you, a whole new world just opened up to him. And because I'll tell you right now,
new world.
The song is dope, by the way.
I love it.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if there wasn't that component, and you know what? Scratch that. They're still smashing. You cannot take. Look,
I don't know,
bro. They're roommates.
Maybe
they're roommates, and he loves FIFA. You know what I mean? Like, I promise.
Hey, listen. Somebody get this to them. Somebody tag them. Somebody get this video to them. Maybe you're watching this in the future sometime. We need to know. Did they keep fucking?
I should. Yeah.
I gotta know. I gotta know.
I got to know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a rom-com. This is a rom-com.
Yeah.
And I need to know that they found love.
We need more gay rom-coms. Those would be dope.
Yeah. There's a really fucking badass new cowboy fucking movie coming out, a Western.
Word.
And you know how like like Brokeback Mountain was like gay Notebook for cowboys?
Yeah.
This is like a spaghetti Western shoot 'em up for gay cowboys. Like, it's actually dope. It's
dope.
The trailer looks dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What's the name of it? You know?
Let me see. Cowboy. What's the dude's name? The Mandalorian. What's the guy's name? Joel.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. Gay cowboy Pedro Pascal.
That's everybody's daddy right now.
Yeah, for real.
That is
strange way of life. Strange way of life.
Okay, strange way of. I'm gonna have to check it out. Pedro Pascal is on this. Yep. I gotta check this out because this dude
and the dude Ethan Hawke.
Really?
Pedro Pascal, Ethan Hawke. They're like the two lovers, but Ethan Hawke is like a badass villain, and Pedro Pascal is like a badass fucking cowboy, like Clint Eastwood. But they also fuck. But they're like have a love-hate relationship, and it's like badass. I'm
already invested. I'm
sold, man. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, that's just dope. That's gonna be so fucking dope.
I'm gonna tell you, but to circle back though, I will say this much, man. I feel that if there's something that I say I'm envious about the LGBTQ plus community, is the fact that I am not bisexual, because it just seems like so much. Just the fact that I'd be like, man, or especially if I was like single and toxic. Can you imagine saying, yeah, I hooked up with her and her mans?
You know what's funny?
What's up?
Real story. Can't say names for this one at all. You don't know them, but I still can't say names because I know he watches the podcast.
What? Shout out to that person.
He knows. You don't know him at all, so don't try to guess. It's not anybody.
Okay,
you know.
I'm not gonna try to guess. Watch me guess.
I promise. You're gonna try to guess. It's gonna be a waste of time. I'm still not gonna say their name, but I'm just letting you know.
Everybody that comments, I'm assuming is you.
This is the only clue I'm ever gonna give you. You don't know them. You've never met them in your life.
I'm gonna go through your
check this out.
Facebook friend list.
This dude used to have the most toxic fucking marriage I probably have ever seen in my life, short of like actual like physical abuse shit, right? Like his wife, his then wife was a serial cheater. Like every deployment we were on, she would cheat multiple times when they were at home. And he really, he just loved he loved her to fucking death. Like I can't even be mad at him. If you don't know him, you're like, you're an idiot, you gotta go. But I knew him and I just would see the pain he would go through. And he told me a story, man. He calls me up and he goes, bro, I'm fucking this one girl. And I'm like, toxic? okay, this is toxic. But because I know
Your situation.
girl,
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, I think you just need to leave her. I can't wait. Yeah, but I'm like, you know what? If you're not gonna leave her, I'm not fucking losing. I'm not judging. You know what I mean? No. I think you should leave. Right? This is bad. But if you're not gonna leave, fuck her. I don't care.
Okay.
All right. So check this out.
Well, not her, because she's fucking somebody.
Right. But here's where the shit gets crazy.
I'm sorry.
He goes, "That's not the whole thing." I said, "What's going on?" She, the girl, the side chick, she goes, "She admitted to me something." And I said, "Well, go ahead." She's been having an affair with his wife. So him and his wife are both having an affair with this one chick, and that each one, only the dude knows that it's both. The wife over here thinks that this is like a side thing that nobody else knows about.
Bruh, plot twist.
Plot
twist.
Tell me, pansexual people, bisexual people don't have it the best.
So not as interesting as that, and I'll keep it short and simple. I actually did know this girl from high school, right? So what ended up happening was, my homegirl, right? I went to high school with her, and she always been openly bisexual. So basically, it was this couple, right? This dude's girl was beefing at him because she was jealous that he was friends with my homegirl, right? She was accusing him of you smashing her, blah, 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 this and that, right? And then it became a whole thing. It made it to Facebook, right? Eventually, I asked her, I was like, hey, and I was like, hey, so what's going on here, right? And then she goes like, oh,
messy.
Oh yeah, I love the tea. I love the,
I never understand people putting this shit on Facebook. But go ahead.
You know what? I thank them. Because you know how many times I've been at work like, oh, this is
a slow news day. Like, man, was somebody messy put this shit on the internet, please?
Granted, one time it happened to me and it was not as cool.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was not as cool. But anyway, so I hit her up. It's like, yo, what happened? And she goes like, okay, between us. She's mad at me because she think me and him are smashing, but we're just friends. And I'm like, but are you though? I was like, yes, we are. However, she doesn't know that. And he doesn't know that me and her are hooking up. And I'm
so same thing.
So I was like,
yeah.
So I was like, time out. So she's mad at him because she thinks you're hooking up with her man, right? So she's jealous. At the same time, she's venting to you about him cheating with you while she eats you. I was like, yo, what is going on? And the crazy part is that, like, details about who was who, like, they never came out. Like, I didn't hear no rumors like, oh, what actually happened was, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, you better than me because you kept it on the wrap. Because nobody can be coming at me sideways, accusing me of something if I know we're all implicated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, first
and
of all,
it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, though, about how, like, bro, if you're gay, then that's cool. Be gay and then just go have a bomb-ass sex life anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Now you just doubled your shit. In this situation, now we're talking about boundaries and all this other shit and, like, insecurities that stop you from having the most fun.
Yo, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what the hell we're talking about, but welcome, everybody, to the Melanated Timeline. Like, honestly, yo, your boy Robo and me, we just talking shit, bro. As you may know, I'm El Cipher, Robo Strange, TMT episode 4. Hey, 4 of these, baby. We basically
in the first iteration of the Melanated Timeline, we only made it to episode 2,
bro.
And now we're at 4. We've doubled the output.
No, bro, come on. It's timelines. Clearly, the other timeline is in a different multiverse. You know,
no, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist anymore. You know, that guy has shorter hair. I got locks. You know,
yep. I have longer hair, but my face is also bigger. And it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant my face has more hair. That's what I meant to say.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's
cool. Not only that, that other Robo was way more uptight. This one is cosplaying GTA Vice City character.
It's almost like damn. That's that, my friends, is internalized racism. Hey, so if I was your white friend, would I be a GTA character? Huh?
No,
would I?
You'll be a Saints Row character.
Damn. Hey, look, if this is the first time you guys are hearing us, that is Cipher. I'm Robo, and this is the Melanated Timeline. And this podcast is really just us BSing, right? We do social commentary, and we try to be entertaining. And we'll talk about pretty much everything, probably revolving around pop culture, et cetera, et cetera. And it should go without saying, but, I'm going to say it anyway. If you like shit like some like Andrew Tate type shit, we're just going to be the opposite of that. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say about that.
We don't take red pills.
I hate that analogy. I hate it. Because first of all, it's a damn movie made by trans women, and the red pill is literally to wake up. The red pill makes you woke.
Not only that, no. This is actually perfect. It's a movie made by trans women from an idea stolen from a black woman with the concept.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, for real. With a concept of the pill, like you said, that makes you woke, makes you see reality.
That makes you woke. And if I want to say I'm not woke, and if I have to remain in the analogy, I have to go, yeah, we're not red pill. We're blue pill. we stay asleep in the wait.
It's not working.
No, fuck that. We're the real red pill.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll get clipped out of context. We'll get strong man to death.
I don't know. These guys are saying like they're the real fresh and fit. I don't know what's going on. Hey, so you said that I look a little bit. You went a little.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
But you're not wrong in that I am a more relaxed, happier version of the past timeline self variant, if you will.
The multiversal variant. Yeah.
And it's because your boy is retired.
Retired from what? Say it with your chest.
Retired from the United States Air Force. And let me tell you all something. We'll actually put this out there.
Yeah.
And it's
actually, no, leave it like this. Because I want
right here, I'm going to put, no, I won't. But here's the thing. I'm sitting there like, I am happier. I'm telling you right now, we don't have to go into the whole thing, but man, I literally, there are some high points to it, right? There are things that I can't really complain about, the benefits, et cetera, et cetera. The people I met, I would have never met you, right? Like the people I got to lead, yada, 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 yada. But overall, I fucking hated being in the military.
Well, like that would have been a perfect opportunity to continue that trend. Like I haven't met nobody interested in the military. I was like, oh, so we're just gonna continue.
Hey, look. Hey, man, I love you and all, but if I could go back in time and never meet you, I will be straight. Like, I will be.
I will still wear this shirt.
See, now that I would though. I look good in this. Look at my trousers, bro. I don't even work out anymore, and I still look fucking yoked. All right, look, man. Look, I know we all, and this is for the veterans in the place. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully some of them come up here. There is going to be shit that we have all kind of heard, experienced, right? That we wish we had known before. Shit they don't tell you before you come in. What are some of yours?
I think the biggest one that I feel like every recruiter, if you are in recruiting from a marginalized area, emphasize barbers, bro. You know how many times I've got into arguments with superiors because they'd be like, your hair's getting kind of long, go cut. I'm like, bro, first of all, I'm not getting my hair cut by Becky on bass, who claims that she can cut all types of hair, but I only see her do two types of cut, a high and tight or straight bald, right?
Look, here's the thing. I know we want to say Becky. I'm just going to interrupt real quick. I know we want to say Becky, and because we are woke and we are good people, you know damn well you didn't want to say Becky. I just don't know, and I don't know any popular, real Vietnamese names that don't sound racist as fuck. Let me tell you, if there is nepotism anywhere in the world, it is in the DLD barbershops,
shopettes,
and BX. Yeah, exactly.
1,000%.
They're all Vietnamese
or Filipinos.
Filipino, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just don't know any stereotypical Filipino names, and we're not gonna try to guess them.
But believe it or not,
not on this show.
No, believe it or not, I actually didn't, because the one time, the one person that butchered my hair that one time, it was a white woman. So, yeah,
a white woman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, they all butcher my hair,
but
they all. I've never met one on-base barber that was like had a clean fade. Not that I have fades anymore.
No,
but
it doesn't exist. And when I'm telling you, man, one time during tech school, right? For those who don't know, after boot camp, they'll send you to tech school. It's called what's it called in the army?
A school.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
I got in trouble when NTL because like your hair's getting kind of long, cut it. I'm like, I'm looking for a barber. The next day, he goes like, my dude, didn't I tell you about your hair? And I'm like, I'm looking for a barber, Sergeant. And he goes, and then it became a whole thing. He dragged me to his office with another NTL, and they're yelling at me and stuff like that. Why is wrong with getting on base? Get a high tie so it can last you longer. Okay, needless to say, obviously, these, pale riders were of not, they don't understand the situation. So I try to explain to these paper plate warriors, like, my man, you don't get it. And they made me feel like, homophobia was, don't ask, don't tell was still a thing in the military. And they were like, what are you, gay or something? Whatever. And I'm like, no, dude, I just need my lineup. I need a fade. I cannot go, and I refused to until I actually found a barber, right? And I risked.
They wanted you to have that conservative black dude look.
Yeah.
Where they
They
look like they cut their own hair in 1958.
So when I tell you, man, it became a thing. Like 2 times in my career where I got almost got into serious trouble because I refused. The second time wasn't as bad because I was actually an NCO at this point. I was a staff sergeant, and the person that was coming at me was a tech. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm not doing it. And it's like, well, you need to because the regulations. I'm like, look, first of all, you cornstarch crusader, you don't understand. And
do you have a list on the wall behind you there? Do you have like a thing?
No, it's stuff that I've heard throughout the
Yeah, I like them.
Either way, that's the one thing that I feel that recruiters really need to is that, especially like in our jobs, we used to go TDY all the time. We used to travel a lot. And there was nothing more nerve-wracking or that filled my anxiety tank up was okay, I got to go to this TDY. I'm going to be gone for a month. Yeah. I need to get a cut now. So I can't get a cut this following, for these first 2 weeks.
And damn well it's not about the job either. It's like, I'm going to come back not ready for that date I got.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I got to, or, again, humble brags. What if I'm going TDY to a place that, I might, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to pull something and leave.
In different area codes. You know what
I mean? So I can't be going out there.
Women.
I can't be going to Nevada, to Vegas for my training looking like, no.
They can get you up in Vegas, though.
Yeah, no, I couldn't think of another place.
That feel.
That was like the first thing that popped
like Oklahoma. You got a TDY
like
to
Oklahoma.
Like Oklahoma City or Tulsa.
What if you go to like another country, right? Like if you go TDY to like Scotland or something where they really don't have, our barbers.
No. The UK has them.
I know
they got them English brothers up there, but not Scotland.
Fun fact: outside of I think it's Pengalum, there's actually a Dominican barbershop.
No shit.
Yeah, they
you know what that is? That's somebody who said, "I like it here. I'm not going back." After the army or some shit.
No, that's exactly what it is. And one of my boys was telling me there's like a Dominican barbershop right outside of Pengalum because. For those who don't know, Dominicans are actually known for doing hair, whether it's salons or barbershop, right? He would tell me like, yeah, these guys will be booked for weeks. Like you will get your haircut and you will have to make your appointment for your next haircut like 2-3 weeks from now. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's the one thing. That's my one thing I feel like the military the recruiter should definitely 100% warn you about. How about you? What's yours?
All right, this is gonna sound bad. This is gonna all right. So here's what it is. When in the year is 1999, and I am tired of being in my house with my parents, and so I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna join the military. And I end up joining the Air Force. My dad was like, "Don't join the Marine Corps, join the." And by the way, he was right. I don't regret that part. I might regret joining in a general sense, but I definitely
out of all branches, Air Force was the way to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I still would say, number 1, don't join the military. Number 2,
if you have to,
don't join the military. Number 3, you're still going to join the military? All right. Well, Air Force. All right. Now, that said, I wish somebody had told me just how fucking white the Air Force is compared to the other services.
Other branches. You know how long it took me to meet a Dominican or Puerto Rican in the Air Force?
What you mean? Did it take you until you go into an army base where they're all Puerto Rican and Dominican?
Bro, yo, actually, no, it didn't. But in my first base in Eglin, all of my Dominican Puerto Rican friends that I met there, all security forces, right?
Yeah.
And it took me and every time you run into, it was such a rarity that you will get hype. Yo, my dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Except I always have to open with the same shit.
Like,
I am. I don't know Spanish. I don't know. Wait. All right, bro. I'll hit you up later. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna fuck this place.
but in the army base, when you meet all of them, it's like, yeah, bro, and they look at you being in the Air Force, be like, you one of them smart Dominicans.
How did you get in?
Like, you one of them smart Dominicans.
It's fucked up. Yeah. No, that's exactly how that shit is. But yeah, I mean, like I find how white it was, because here's the deal. Let me tell you something about myself. I did not grow up in New York, and I didn't grow up in the island, right? Both my parents are Puerto Rican. My entire lineage is Puerto Rican. But when I was a baby, my dad went right into the Marine Corps. So I had like base housing life, and where I spent most of my years was in San Diego, Southern California, right? So like Irvine when I was a baby, like really young, but then high school, San Diego, yada, yada, yada. And so here's the thing about diversity in San Diego. When I look at San Diego, I have yet to come to a place that was as culturally diverse as San Diego. To this day.
Really?
Now, I hear a lot of people praise places like New York City for its diversity, but even New York City has a super like, and I don't mean like in favor of people of color, but I'm talking about equal levels. I'm talking about Skittles bag evenness of diversity. Where in New York, probably you got a New York City anyway. It leans heavier toward African American or Latino population, right? And then you have white people there, but that's where it is, right? You go to Atlanta, also very diverse, but obviously leans heavily towards African American population, right? Miami, Latino population, right? There's these places that are like that people think of as diverse.
I see what you're trying to get at.
But in San Diego, I'm talking about it's like a Skittles bag. It's just everyone, and I wouldn't say there's really more of any one race than the other.
So if we put this in a graph, like San Diego will be pretty much across the line the same as
Yeah, and of course it's probably like everywhere else is predominantly white, but like outside of that, it's just like there's Hispanic people, there's a lot of black people there, there's a lot of huge Asian population there, there's a huge Indian population, there's a huge Somali population there. It's just like it's very, very diverse. So when I joined the Air Force, first off the bat, being around that many like predominantly white people was like a culture shock for me. Not because I wasn't used to being around white people, but I wasn't used to being around only white people.
Not only that, not only that. These are like the Clorox white. You know what I mean? For the whitest of whites.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the first time I heard,
and then I go join the job that I went into 9 years into my career, and that was like triple the whiteness.
Triple the nah.
It was a straight up Clorox bleach. Yeah, do you want white? Well, now try out triple white.
Those Alabaster Calabasas, I'm gonna tell you right now, are
no way, dude. You got a list. You got a list behind your monitor. You got a list. So I guarantee this.
I want to show you. I want to show you, bro. You know what? And I'm gonna try to show the cast too. I'm gonna take a picture, right? Like I'm gonna take the picture.
Oh, do you actually have one?
No, I don't. Just to prove that I don't. I'm gonna take the picture now so that they're accused and shit. Like this is me talking. This is me talking right here. No list, right? Well, the list that's gonna pop up now is actually the outline.
Oh, okay,
yeah. But no. But anyways,
so there you go. That's what I wish I had known.
You know what, man? This is a little heartbreaking. Have you been following this Jonathon Majors situation?
Yes, that's
that man. But it's crazy because the dude was killing the game, right? And then
killing it. Yeah,
this happens, and I'm over here like
Creed, Ant-Man. Like he was just going off it. I stopped there because I forgot the other ones, but there was a lot. There was a lot more than those two.
Not only that, like his photo shoot was online, plus like everything. The dude was
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like him and Michael B. Jordan introduced a conversation that I was thoroughly enjoying. Like they did like the little photo shoot, but them like hugged up and all that
right,
stuff,
right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Bromance shit.
bromance,
Yeah.
and
they stole our brand. That's cool.
Literally,
that's fine.
Yeah, we
whatever.
started that. You know what I mean? Only because we're not.
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, it's
No. I've definitely heard about it. I know there was a lot of people out there that were like, "Oh, you guys are so concerned about his acting. What about the victims?" Like, yes. One thing that will surprise Twitter. This is gonna be a shocker. So if you're from Twitter, if you are a Twitter citizen, you pay taxes. Your taxes to Twitter.
To Twitter.
You can
$8 a month.
yeah. You can walk and chew gum at the same time. I can sit there and watch a young new superstar like Majors come out, a dude of color, a black man just come out, crush toxic masculinity with Michael B. Jordan, like seeing somebody who's like, man, this is a role model. Like this is dope, and he's dope. Like he was probably the best part of fucking Ant-Man, right?
Honestly, I think that was a big reason why people were flocking to that movie because his character was
yes, absolutely, 100%. Now here's the deal. It's almost like it's almost like a school shooter, dude. It's almost like a school shooting. It's like at this point in the United States, anyway. Sorry if you're listening. I meant the United States.
I mean, only in the United States.
It's almost like
apparently.
you should be used to it, but it's like, of course, dude. Of course. God damn. Come.
You know what's crazy? I was wondering where you were going with the school shooting thing, but that's exactly the feeling, right?
Yeah.
When you hear it, you be like,
yeah,
oh, really, dude? Like,
yeah,
you was it. Like, I hate to borrow this meme, but like, you was the chosen one. Like,
right? Like, yeah. But let's listen. Okay, so I get how this sounds. All right, I get it. I really do. I promise. We definitely have. We don't have all the information. I know it sounds like we've already made up our minds about what's what and who's at fault, yada yada yada. But the fact of the matter is, we don't. So, just in case there are people out there that aren't fully up to speed on everything, they've heard the deal, they've heard the headlines, they don't really know what's what, and I guess we'll see, right? I'm gonna try my best to quickly recap everything we know. You can skip ahead if you already know. The source is The Cut. They put out an article,
like a timeline,
literally.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like they put like a little timeline, like a sequence of events.
Yeah. The article is literally titled "Everything We Know About the Jonathon Majors Incident." All right. So check this out. Here we go. March 25th, 911 call. That goes down. This is everything that has kicked this off. TMZ broke the story. Fight in the cab over text messages. Woman tells the police that she was assaulted and she was taken to the hospital with minor head and neck injuries. Criminal complaint is Majors puts hands on woman's neck, causing bruising and substantial pain, right? So that's in quotes, and hits her face, leaving a laceration behind the ear. Initially arrested on charges of strangulation and released later that day. Now, here's the deal, is they dropped the strangulation charges. And now they leave it at, now it's just being charged with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. I don't know the difference between those. Just go Google them in New York and you'll tell the difference.
Do we have any lawyers to explain it to us?
So on April 27th, the judge granted the alleged victim a full temporary order of protection. This, by the way, the restraining order. Yeah. So he grants the restraining order, which the lawyer says that's normal, right? And Majors doesn't want anything to do with her, so he has no reason to fight it. So the judge is like, all right, if this is what you want, do you have a reason why this shouldn't be that way? Oh, you don't? Because you don't even want to see her anyway? It's granted. All right. So the lawyer, her name is Chaudhry, says the NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested. We expect these charges to be dropped soon. Now, I will harken back on my own a little bit, my previous military law enforcement life.
Gate guard.
This is true, right? But I have responded to domestic violence calls before. That's not entirely true. Like, if you show up to a domestic violence situation and there's no evidence of violence, at worst, the individual is going to be ordered to leave the house. You're only getting arrested when there is evidence of a crime.
We're talking about like,
right?
Well, when you say evidence, they're like bruises and stuff have to be present.
Right. Now, that doesn't mean it happens still, right? Let's say she hits herself. Okay. Let's say that sure, she has marks, but it was only because he was defending himself because she was flipping out. Let's just say.
Okay.
I will admit that cops show up to your house and then the woman it has marks on her. Yeah, that probably is automatic. So what this tells me is not that it happened, but there had to been marks on her because you don't just no one's getting arrested off of hearsay.
Yeah,
there had to been something that led to an arrest. Okay.
How much evidence? Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but how much evidence does it have to be readily available for them to use, do an actual arrest? And I'm not saying this try to defend them. Right? This is just actually from my knowledge. In your experience, how much do you actually need to say, okay, you're coming with us?
You have to have a reasonable belief. That's the case, and that's going to be different for every officer. And you're going to have to articulate that, right? Like, when do you get a speeding ticket? When do you not? How fast can you go before you get a speeding ticket? Like, it's going to depend on the cop. Now, maybe the cop arrests for nothing. Maybe all he needs is a crying woman. Well, you might get a wrongful arrest, lawsuit out of that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But let's say I look and I go, well, dang, look, his knuckles are red, or I'm looking at her face she has a bruise on the side of her face, Yeah, I think, or maybe I don't see any bruises.
What if
but I see the house is exactly. Yeah, the house is disheveled, and she says that he was breaking shit. I mean, I don't know. Basically, there's no way to really know. It's going to be different for every
responding
cop.
officer.
Yeah. So on March 30th, Chargery released a series of alleged text messages. Now here's where shit gets kind of where you got to kind of back off and we got to see where the evidence takes us. They said they had to arrest you as protocol, right? This is a text message from the alleged victim and they release it. Okay. So this is from the woman that supposedly
allegedly
Majors had beat up. She says in her text to him, they said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight.
Okay.
I mean, that's a text. That means there were injuries.
There were injuries. There were some.
Right. Now, that again, was he defending himself? And we'll get into that a little bit later here soon.
Can you use text message for honeypot operations? For example, let's say if I'm buying, remember all those drugs you sold me last week? And let's say the person doesn't sell you or haven't sold you drugs or doesn't sell drugs, and be like, what are you talking about? Or let's say, I say jokingly, sarcastically, yeah. Can that be used to incriminate me as a drug dealer even though I didn't sell drugs?
100%.
Okay,
100%.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because then she'll be like,
by the way, full disclosure, people, I'm not saying that's what happened here. I'm legit curiously asking if text messages are actually liable proof for.
Yeah. I mean, because think about it. Think about this situation. If she had texted, why would you hit me like that? And then his text message back to her was, because you deserved it, bitch. Yeah, she's going to give that to the cops, and that's going to absolutely be evidence. You know what I mean? And then he's fucked.
Wait,
so they said they had
message?
No,
that was an example. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker deserves it.
There's an example. No. So going back a little bit, they said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. One message read, we'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out of the hospital. Just call me when you're out. I love you. Another alleged text, the woman said, they do not have my blessing on any charges being placed. They don't need any. I read the paper they gave me about strangulation, and I said point blank, this did not occur and should be removed immediately. She goes on to assure Majors that, quote, I'm doing all I can on my end. I also said to tell the judge to know that the origin of the call was to do with me collapsing and passing out and your worry as my partner due to our communication prior. According to documents reviewed by The Cut, the actor's driver will testify that the woman assaulted Majors while she was attempting to steal his phone, unquote. Charger claims Majors then ran out of the car and sent the woman a breakup text from the hotel where he spent the night. Now, here's the deal. Again, we just got to wait for the evidence. It would be really, really silly of anyone to say either, fuck Jonathon Majors, that dude's a woman beater, the end, canceled. That would be stupid, although I am very sure most of the internet, especially my fellow lefties, are doing exactly that.
Oh, this is what's happening now.
Yeah, but it would also be pretty fucking stupid to go, looks like he's innocent to me, because if Sturson doesn't. Because
his driver said it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well,
yeah, exactly. So check this out. Bingo, right? Bingo. And very common, anybody who has, more than 2 seconds on their hands can fucking Google the fact that it happens all the time that the abuser beats the shit. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes on base housing. The abuser beats the shit out of his wife, right? Not saying this happened here. I'm not saying this happened, but I'm just saying her saying, "Oh, I didn't, and I don't want them to." That is fucking normal.
Well, it's
for
like
the abused to do that.
now again, and somebody who's more qualified than me, please correct me on this. But a lot of times when there's like some domestic violence dispute, the victims tend to blame themselves.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that was my bad. Like,
right.
Like I shouldn't have. Like you hit me because I got to start. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Like you don't see the good times. You know, we see it in the tropes in the movies all the time. You don't even have to experience it in real life. You see it, right? They're tropes in movies because that is how real life goes. You don't see us when we're happy and but I made him super angry. That was kind of my fault. Yada yada yada.
I think the worst one I've ever heard is like, that's how I know he loves me, because for him to get that much angry.
Oh my god!
And I was like,
that's so fucked. Jesus.
Oh my god,
that hurts. That hurts.
That, bro.
All right. So Major's lawyer went on to say that the actors. So now, remember to keep in your mind about the bruising and stuff like that. The lawyer is saying there was no swelling, bruising, or substantial pain, which I don't see how that's possible, because we know that that's what the cop saw to the woman's finger. And then they go into this whole thing where they describe a video. And I don't know if the video's out there. I didn't try to go look for it. There's supposedly a video that exists that shows her clubbing later after this and using her hands, picking up, moving her hair and showing that her finger's not hurt or whatever. Yeah. Now, clubbing.
So there was a deleted tweet. I think it was Tiffany Haddish. I think that's her name. She's known for taking this controversial take. She made a tweet about like, Jonathon Majors, shorty, whatever. She was out there clubbing, clearly uninjured and stuff like that. And there's actually people that are using that and running with it.
So in the same way that it is very common for police to show up to a domestic violence situation and the wife not want, or the abused, I should say rather, that the abused person suddenly does not want them to press charges, right? Because a lot of things happen at the height of emotions. He just hit her, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But now adrenaline is dropped, and now they're thinking to myself, oh my God, his career's done. He's going to leave me for calling the cops. I'm going to have nobody who wants me. I have 2 kids. No one's going to, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, right?
Yeah.
It's also common for people in that situation to go out and seek social support, to go out and drink. Fuck this. I'm tired of this. And now I'm out here. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, when people say dumb shit, like, that's not what I would do when I break up. I'm like, but that's what I did.
I was like, but you know what? Though?
Literally what I did.
I hate when people try to do the holier than thou bullshit. Because people are like, oh, how can you go clubbing injured? I'm like, you know how, in what atrocious conditions I've been, that I decided, like, my boy's like, yo, we about to go out. And I'm be like, bro, I just got my wisdom teeth removed. I'm high as hell. My cheeks, I look like a chipmunk. He goes like, I know you was a bitch. I'm like, you right. Let's go. Right? And then,
right.
Like, I have homies who like, wait.
So imagine somebody saying, he didn't just get his wisdom teeth out. Look at this video. He's out there clubbing.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Do you go clubbing after you get your wisdom teeth out? Proof. He didn't have his wisdom teeth taken out. I'm like, no, he's just easily influenced. That's all.
That ass, right? And not only that, though, why are we acting like, I hate when people use the club as an example, a bar or club, like, oh, look at her out in the club or the bar. I'm like, that's where people go. That's where lonely people go to numb whatever pains out. You know how clinically depressed I've been, that I'd be like, no, I just need a club, loud music, liquor, and then once I'm super drunk, I'm just gonna cry to my friends about how nobody loves me.
And that's exactly happened.
Welcome to that melanated
this
time,
absolutely happened. Justin Perrin, you remember? You remember? Yes, I do. I was the person crying.
Remember my ties? No, you're my brother now.
Yeah. All right, so check this out. Now here we go. Chaudhry, the defense lawyer, says that body camera footage will show that the police officer coached the woman to say that Majors grabbed her by the throat by touching his own neck several times when questioning her. The defense lawyer also accuses officers of being more sympathetic to a petite white woman than Majors, who was a tall, strong, young, very famous black man. That matters.
That actually does matter.
That fucking matters, because white tears kill black men. White woman tears kill black men.
Bro, they say that
every
white
fucking
woman tears
day.
What? No, I agree. White woman tears are probably like the most dangerous shit.
Almost as dangerous as cops.
Dead ass though, because you know what's crazy? I didn't even know up until now that Shorty was white. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Like anytime.
And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, that's what you get.
That's what you get. That's fucked up. He's like, see, that's what happens when you start fucking mess with Casper, the unfriendly ghost. Fuck it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You see, you took your list down. I see that.
Fuck off, dude. Censor this shit.
Hey, Carolyn Donham died yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, she died yesterday.
Yeah,
That's the bitch that I hope hell exists. She got Emmett Till's killed.
Yeah.
That story, that shit has been happening for the last 400 plus years, and before that in Europe, I'm sure.
You know, that's why I always like look sideways when people talk about heaven, hell, doing good. Karma is real. It's like this bitch live a fucking full life.
Yeah, she lived to like 976 years old, and she should have been burning in hell when she was long ass time ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck her.
That's why I know hell's fake.
Yeah.
All right. Under more careful headlines, domestic violence experts noted that it's common for abusers to manipulate survivors into thinking they themselves are the blame for violence. Fact.
Yeah.
Like, look what you made me do.
We just talked about
You know what I mean?
this.
So check this out. Imagine a situation where she is acting the fool. She is trying to get his phone from her, right? And she is flipping out because she thinks he's cheating on her. Right? Now, this is just hypothetical. I just want people to go, are you telling me this is not likely? And as she's climbing over him, screaming, he takes her by the throat, slams her into the other side of the car, and hits her and says, get the fuck off me. Listen, if that's what happened, maybe some piece of shit out there can go, yeah, well, she shouldn't have been trying to get his phone. Bro, if he put his hands on her like that, to get her to not take his phone, fuck Jonathon Majors.
You know what though, and not trying to make light of the situation, but every motherfucker that gets that aggressive when somebody's trying to reach your phone, bro, admit you're cheating at that point.
Just leave her, bro.
Like,
you're a fucking dude. You're a good looking dude. Everybody fucking dude. You got people fapping and flicking their bean to you. You have the whole world. Just let her go. Like, who cares? You don't have to beat her ass.
It literally blows my mind. No, because like everybody, like
matter of fact, just give her the phone. Be like, yep, and then that's the sixth other woman that I'm doing right now too. So go.
And not only that though, like, okay, this is how you know that money.
You'd be an asshole, but now you wouldn't be arrested.
Yeah, but and again, it'll be a easier story to digest because with money, right? People become assholes, smug. The true self starts coming out with money, right? And if you are Jonathon Majors' level of like success, so you're at the height of your career, and your girl's accusing you of cheating, let's say you are, and then she grabs your phone and stuff like that, some people will have a smugness. I feel like I will have a smugness. I will never cheat, but I'm saying like I will have like.
You're not gonna like what you find in there.
But I'll be like, you know what? If you want to ruin your night, go ahead.
Yeah.
And then she goes like, how could you? I'm like, I'm Jonathon Majors.
Right. No, let me stop. Let me pause. This is a better situation than beating her ass.
Still a piece of shit, by the way, for cheating.
If I'm Jonathon Majors and I have the world at my feet in that way, I'm letting everyone know, like, listen, no, I am not ready for a wife. I'm not ready for a situation. Here are the boundaries. If you want to love me, if you can't help yourself for loving me, you need to know has to be an open relationship. If you don't want it to be an open relationship in which I'm going to travel the world and sleep who I want, and so can you, by the way,
I was just about to say,
then this relationship is not going to work.
Like it's going to be one of those open relationships that dudes used to do back in the day. Like, so what are we? You're like, what you mean? I'm single, you my girl.
That's it.
But
so
again,
that better than beating her ass because she wants her phone.
That's what I'm saying. And
if that happened,
every time I hear stories about like, oh, I don't know if my man's cheating. Well, why? What happened? Well, I grabbed his phone and went to the bathroom and he knocked the bathroom door out. I was like, he's definitely cheating. Let's get that out the way.
Here. Bro code, breaking the bro code. If you take his phone and lock yourself in the bathroom and he destroys that bathroom door to get to you, I need you to do this. I need you to calmly hand him back his phone and know he's fucking other people and pack your shit and leave. Nobody fucking does that shit if they're not fucking around.
First of all, I wasn't cheating, okay? I have this real nice surprise for you that you're gonna ruin.
No. More realistically, this is what these motherfuckers say. It's just disrespect. It's boundaries. It's privacy, bro.
man.
It's I broke down the door and I put my hands on you and I almost sprained your finger. I almost broke your finger to snatch my phone in your hand because I value privacy.
I would never.
Matter of fact, I'm too faithful to you. And you know what's sad?
That logic makes sense to them.
Broken, yes, it does, but also broken women who are abused, they buy it.
Oh yeah,
they buy it. It's sad as fuck, but they're like, man, he's right. I can't believe I made him break down the bathroom door like that. I wouldn't like that done to me. I gotta learn to trust. I just got to learn to trust. So there has been some professional fallout. Majors was dropped by his talent agency, Entertainment 360, and his PR firm. The Army, he was a spokesperson in some Army commercial. The U.S. Army dropped him because, you know, they have standards now, I guess. And yeah, exactly. And is no longer part of two upcoming projects, The Man in My Basement and an Otis Redding biopic. Biopic, I think.
Yeah,
biopic. Damn, that last one.
You know, I know Marvel's kicking himself for the spoiler warning for Quantumania.
They're good. They've already set this up. They are foolproof.
Oh yeah, multiverse of variants.
We have a crocodile Loki. We have a lady Loki. Next movie he's out. Totally new actor.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
just change it.
Well, okay, that's true. But
how many people are gonna be as good as this dude, man? Like,
but
they struck gold by casting him.
They actually wasn't it a plot point that every variant of Kang was the same, especially in that post credit scene. I mean,
no, but so in the post credit scene, you got one where he's like Fu Manchu'd up and
yeah, but they were all Jonathon Majors.
Yeah,
I would have to look.
I don't know.
Either way. Well, yeah, no, but at the same time, Marvel could literally do whatever they want right now. They can recast Captain America and have
Yep, exactly.
Be played by Michael B. Jordan and call it a day.
Exactly. Yeah. He also won't be accompanying the luxury brand Valentino to the Met Gala, a decision that was mutually agreed upon, according to Deadline. He's been dropped from the Texas Rangers ad campaign, the outlet reported. On April 19th, Variety reported, now here we go. I wanted this to be a little bit more balanced. I will say, before I read this last point, I will say my official position is gotta wait for the evidence. Either way. Now, typically, let me just say, and this is gonna sound bad to a lot of listeners, I don't really do that. I'm not a juror. I'm not the court. And if I'm looking at a true crime case, if I see evidence and police came and she was beat to fucking hell and she was shackled against the bed, and you could tell she had been forced to defecate in a bucket next to her, and we found him trying to flee to Mexico. You got motherfuckers out there like R. Kelly stands that are like, hey, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? Like, bitch, I don't have to wait till innocent to proven guilty.
You don't have to go far. You don't even have to go that far. Andrew Tate stands.
Yes, exactly.
Bro, that's
exactly.
Bro,
yes.
like it comes out of his own mouth, like, and they.
Yes. Nah, he was kidding. He was kidding.
They use the Bible.
Out of context.
The Bible, fucking
the Quran. You gotta use it.
Oh yeah, true. Context, and I'm like,
bro. So here's the deal. Typically, I don't really need to wait for all the evidence to come out if enough of it is damning enough. I also know that I'm willing to change my mind. I'm a human being, and this whole idea of like you fucking Spock or Dr. Manhattan is like, I have no emotions to this particular evidence until all the evidence is presented to me, and then I would decide how I will react from here. Thank you. See you when the trials end. Yeah, exactly.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, exactly. And live long and prosper and good day. No, I'm a human being. I'm gonna see shit. I'm gonna react to it. Okay. There is a lot in both directions here that make me go, okay, in this case, I'm going to say, I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm going to be like, look, I don't know. There's a lot of shit that looks bad, but there's also shit that looks like if the police did coach, if she wasn't injured. There was another thing on here. I'm surprised I forgot to grab it. The doctor is on record saying that the injuries she had were not consistent with an assault. So it's like, we'll see. It's a big we'll see. But here's the key right here. Here's the key. And then I'll let you go. But check it out. This is the last bullet point here. On April 19th, Variety reported that more women have come forward with abuse allegations.
I was just about to bring that
and are cooperating with the district attorney's office. A representative declined to comment. A hearing for the case is scheduled on May 9th. So, remember what I said? Like, I don't usually have to wait, you know.
You make a judgment.
One of the most damning things that can happen to somebody, and I'm still going to wait, but one of the most damning things that can happen to somebody is more than one motherfucker coming out of the woodworks to say a thing happened. That looks bad. Now, yeah, we could definitely, talk about dude makes a lot of money and there are people who might see paydays. But the fact of the matter is, it looks bad.
Like, it looks bad. Like, because at the end of the day,
it looks bad.
Because even if he's found not guilty, even though he is, right, it's gonna hurt the cause, because obviously women's gonna feel like they don't have voices. There's a group of people that are collaborating the same story, and then furthermore, there's gonna be the judge, the people that are gonna defend this type of behavior.
When you say even though he is, you mean hypothetically, worst case scenario, if he's found not guilty,
and he is,
and he did do it, here's why that's super bad. Okay,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not that we know one way or another.
All this,
gotcha.
hypotheticals, hyperboles, all this shit, right? Now, let's say he is, he is proven not guilty, and he actually didn't do it. And everybody was trying to, get a payday, whatever the case may be. There's still gonna be a group of people that's gonna view the situation like, well, what happened to all this? So this, it's kind of one of those where I like what you said about holding judgment till the end and see what the evidence take us, because it's, as you were reading the whole thing, right? Part of me, I flip-flopped the entire thing. I was like, he did it. Oh shit. Nah, he might not do it. He did it. Nah, he might not. Then the more people, right? I was like, oh, more people came forward. I'm like, he did it. But then I can see somebody convinced, like, well, we don't know yet. What if
we don't know. Yeah. Ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, that is our show. We hope you enjoyed it. As usual, if you're watching this on your podcast, Spotify, whatever, head over to our YouTube, our TikTok, our Instagram, because we're going to put up the whole episode on YouTube. But we also have our shorts and our TikToks and all that kind of stuff. And, we're trying to blow up. If you're watching on YouTube, please head over to your favorite place where you will listen to your podcast. If it's Spotify or whatnot, go ahead and click follow, please. And then if there's a rating, give us a 5-star or some shit like that.
By the way, fun fact, you guys might not know this. Every like that we get is another flower petal on my boy Robo's shirt. And if you get a subscribe, it's a full-on rose.
That's right.
So I'm just saying, if you want Earth to be green again, please.
I wish we had this many likes. These are all likes? That's bad. Oh, yeah, from our shorts.
Yeah. It actually fucking tracks. Woo! Please, people, like and subscribe.
It worked. This used to be a white shirt, and our shirts were doing all right.
But yo, shout out to the squad. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, this comes out every Monday. Sometime on Monday.
Don't ask us for a time. Please.
See ya.
Peace.
Love y'all.